Hello and good afternoon, since it is technically afternoon. Welcome to Extra Magic with Jonas and Marv. Hey, what if we change the name again? What do you think about
To
that,
what?
Marv?
To what? I mean, I kind of like MJam, but what is?
Well, yeah. Friday Extra Magic would make it Fem Jam, so let's not do Friday Extra
Yeah,
Magic.
no, we're not doing that.
No. Friday Magic? No, no. See, the problem is the word magic can be used in multiple contexts,
Multiple
and
contexts that we
yeah,
are not comfortable with.
yeah, that's very true. So yeah, well, let's stick with extra magic for now, unless we wanted to really make it clear that every Friday at noon Eastern time, y'all really want to be here today. I know that you all know that. The folks out in the audience know that right now. We just want to make sure some other people know that too.
Well, I mean, Disney doesn't offer extra magic anymore, so I figure we might as well do it.
That's very true. We've got a great show today. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun because me and Marv will have some things to, let's say, discuss about the possibility of a Super Smash Brothers movie and what it should be.
You know what, though? After what I've just read out of Kotaku, I don't know if I ever want to see another Nintendo movie again.
I know that I don't want to see anyone from Kotaku's opinions on a Nintendo movie, and I definitely don't want to see them in theaters if that theater has children in it.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, and I will say this as G-rated as possible, Kotaku is pushing adult themes onto the Mario movie where it doesn't belong. One Kotaku writer in particular has written 2 articles, one about Fox McCloud and one about Bowser. And so keep your eyes peeled for geeksandgamers.com later today, because I am going to go scorched earth with an editorial.
I mean, like hard drive check material coming from Kotaku over there.
Oh, it was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Like the Fox one was ridiculous enough.
Yeah, and we're going to be careful, folks. I know that Park Place is a G-rated channel, and we're not trying to say, "Hey, go look over there," because yikes. Before we get to anything else, we need to say thank you very much to Juliet for £2. Says evening that Park Place and chat. Juliet's out there in the UK. I hope you're staying safe. I hear they're no longer monitoring social media, but I feel like that's a trick. What do you think, Marv? Yeah.
That's a trick.
I think so too.
I think they're just trying to trick you, and that's how they get you.
Yeah, they're trying to say that that you can go ahead and post online about how you're using your television, so that you have to pay a broadcast fee or whatever it is to have a television in your home. I've heard about people like breaking into windows to see whether or not people actually have a television in their homes, so that they have to pay the broadcast fee. Butterbiscuit 92, member for 25 months, made the mistake of seeing Project Hail Mary before Mario on the same night. I almost said Hail Mario. I found Mario incredibly boring because of it. More girl boss Peach, and I hated Bowser Jr.'s voice actor. I just wanted him to show up. I'm not in love with the sound.
He wanted him to shut up.
Voice.
Honestly, if you watch my review on the M4 Empire, a video review I just put out, those are my 2 gripes with it. Was girl boss Peach, and I hated Bowser Jr.'s voice.
Yeah, Bowser Jr., I still don't have a clear idea of that character, and if I never saw him again, he kind of gets into Scrappy Doo territory.
He is my main in Mario Kart. I love Bowser Jr. But he in this movie, like, he never is like a kid. He never has that wild, chaotic, like innocent chaotic almost, like childishness, that immaturity. He's the mastermind of this movie. He's not, the henchman. He's the sub boss before you get to the boss. So I don't know. I didn't like his voice at all.
Yeah, and then
I feel like every Mario movie has a gross miscasting in it, because you had Bowser Jr. in this one, and you had Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong in the last one.
Oh my! And spoiler for anyone who has not seen the movie: Seth Rogen is not in this movie.
That's not a spoiler. That's a talk me into the theater.
Highland Haggis Trainer gifted 5 That Park Place memberships. Thank you.
Oh, hi, Faith and Bagoran.
That's great. Thank you very much, Highland Haggis Trainer. We appreciate you. Let's celebrate.
Every time a membership is gifted, a content creator gets his wings.
Was that gendered language?
We're not at Magic Kingdom, Dad.
I love that
Yo.
one.
Wild and Crazy Bear became a YouTube member at the Tipcot level. Welcome aboard, Wild and Crazy Bear. Good to have you.
Good to have you.
Yep. I wanted to, before we, I love it. MJam.
I love it.
MJam. Yep. But sorry, I shouldn't see. This is me getting a little too ahead of myself. Yeah, don't do all caps. Don't do all caps. It's not great in the chat. As we got people with screen readers that it starts shouting it. Yeah. Marv, I don't know if you've seen this story yet, but Disney Plus has their biggest acquisition yet. A new chart reveals that Disney basically can't get anyone to watch their platform without outside help. If you look at the top 10, Bluey is the only one on there that's Disney Plus only, and that's not a shock because Disney Plus is basically the Bluey platform. If you start looking at
Pro did an article on that Park Place this morning about how Bluey is outdrawing Star Wars and Marvel combined on Disney Plus.
Of course it is. Of course it is, because it's the biggest thing. It may be the biggest show on the planet. Not consistently. I think Bridgerton cleaned its clock today.
How many times do you think the Walt Disney Company has tried to buy the Bluey IP?
I'm going to say 5 and ongoing. I think they have an ongoing money counter that they just whenever they talk to Joe Brum from Bluey Bluto Studios, that they just need it. There's another item.
You can only work with Disney for so long before they try to buy you.
Right. Well, and if they did buy, they would run it into the ground.
The thing that people always mistake with the Pixar story about Bob Iger's major acquisition, Pixar was about to leave. Like, it was announced that Pixar and Disney were ending their partnership. Pixar was going off on its own, and then Disney bought them.
Right. And Disney was going to keep the rights to the sequels, which I do believe they were working on a Toy Story 2 on their own before Pixar came in and said, we'll do a Toy Story. Thank you. And then they also redid that Toy Story 2. But now, in a similar era of Disney, there was a person who left the Disney company and started his own studio. And at that studio, they released a picture that was, I'm going to say, a slap in the face to the Disney company at the time. In fact, the villain was based off of Michael Eisner. Well, now guess what's coming to Disney Plus? Look at that.
Oh,
Shrek.
My goodness.
Shrek is coming to Disney Plus. I know they're being funny about it, but at the same time, this is something that they need to. I'm laughing at them because Shrek is making fun of Disney for at least the first 3 films.
Peacock is the worst streamer on the face of the planet.
Are you aware of Disney Plus?
No, because Disney Plus at least keeps its content. Peacock, you can't even find the Super Mario Brothers movie on Peacock.
Really? Is it on Netflix right now?
They give their stuff away to everyone else.
Yes, because they have a different strategy than anyone else. But Disney Plus over here, they want to say, well, whatever you want, it's going to be here. You tell us what you want us to be. Sam Altman, please provide us with an endless stream of AI slop to put on our platform so that people will just keep showing up, because Disney struggles to come up with content for this platform.
Lord Farquaad was based on Michael Eisner?
Yeah. Yes, he was. And I don't know if John Lithgow was aware of that, but Jeffrey Katzenberg, after he was passed over, we'll say, for the Frank Wells role, went and he left and he formed DreamWorks with Spielberg and Geffen, and Shrek was it was their first big hit at DreamWorks for the 3D animation segment. Then, of course, you get things like Ants, which was obviously a response film to Bug's Life. You get films like Shark Tale, may that film rest in peace, which is a response to Finding Nemo. There's this market confusion thing that DreamWorks kept doing for a while there.
Yeah.
But Shrek was its own thing, and
was.
obviously is kind of stood the test of time. And then meme culture took a hold of it, and we won't get too deep into how strange some of those Shrek memes got, but it's a bigger property than a lot of Disney properties at this time. And now it's what Disney is using to advertise their platform. So
didn't Michael Eisner run DreamWorks for a while?
No, definitely not. When Eisner left Disney, you see, there was Paramount, and then Paramount lost Eisner to Disney. I want to say around 89. Maybe it was 86. And that's when Eisner took the reins at Disney. And then it was around 2005 when Eisner ended up leaving Disney and you get Bob Iger. And then he went out, and he's still doing some kind of film production stuff. He has his own production label, but I don't think he's worked with DreamWorks since then.
I thought he did because of the South Park episode where Mickey's questioning the South Park boys. He's like, "Where are you from? DreamWorks? Oh, Eisner trying to ruin this company again." I thought the two thoughts were connected. Apparently, they're not.
Nope. No. Well, Katzenberg is the one.
My plans again, DreamWorks.
Yeah. DreamWorks was formed in spite for Disney. So here we go. I think that's hilarious. And somebody once told them that the world was going to roll them, but they weren't the sharpest tool in the shed. So Troy Gustafson, I'd like to see Eisner sporting a Farquaad haircut. Nice. He is. If you follow the side stories, apparently Lord Farquaad did not technically die when he was eaten by the dragon. He was eaten whole. So he was singing "Staying Alive" with a torch.
He was in the dragon's stomach, but I assumed he was being slowly and horrifically digested alive.
I assumed you were going to say over 1,000 years. Yeah, I see Ken Reihard is out there, and now Zendaya. Yep, or Zendaya, depending. Hamdinger says Nelson Muntz. Yeah, that's applicable. Caveat Ties, good to see you out there. Caveat Ties. Just a Dutchie is out there. Good to see you. See Chef Eddie. Who else we got today? And with a quieter version of it, I do believe. Yep. Captain Archie says MJM.
Yes, MJM, all lowercase.
Love it. So one more thing I want to talk about before we get to the main event here. Did you see the Olaf animatronic?
Yes, I did.
Let's take a look at Disney's.
May it rest in peace.
May it rest in peace. My goodness. Okay, so Disney is out here, and they've got these animatronic walk-around characters that they've been doing. They had the BDX droids. They've had other versions of this prototyped in the past, but these ones are a new class of animatronic that is free roaming, and they're having a little bit of trouble with Olaf.
It looks like it had a stroke.
Yeah, it looks like he's deed. This is something that you don't want a child to be looking at Olaf and seeing this magic, and then he falls over and his nose pops off. This is, I think, disturbing to children.
Oswald was a terrible shot. Just responding to Ken Reihart saying, "Has anyone checked the grassy knoll?"
Yikes. We were talking about Oswald the Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I think they have a problem on their hands. Obviously, they're going to be working on it.
I mean, I've never seen like the baby dragons at Epic Universe keel over and die like that.
No, and this is a bad look when it's something that needs to be on in order to balance, unless it's perfect here, and then he has to be carted off.
Well, I think
looks
it's like the first time we saw the Walt animatronic malfunction.
Yeah, and that one was disturbing for multiple reasons. On top of the fact that it just doesn't look like Walt. There's too much wrong with that to start with. This actually does look like Olaf. If this was in its most perfect version, it would be something that a child could walk up to and hug and have a connection with. But I'm just gonna say this is disturbing to me.
Well, they're not letting anyone touch this. Yeah, they're not letting anyone touch this.
this is, and they say that that's what they want to do eventually, but they already have handlers for, and there's some respect there for the personhood of the people in the meet and greet costume. But
and this, Jonas, is why this was rolled out in Disneyland Paris and not one of the American parks.
right,
Because this is we're gonna take our worst like attended park and try to work it out there.
Oh my. Right, and they've said they want to bring it to the other parks, and Olaf is a good character for this. He's short. He's cartoony and silly, and a bit of a cuckoo lander to where he doesn't need to make full sense. He's not quite emotionally in touch to the point where he's going to have a judgment call there and interacting with a child. And this just goes to show how amazing it is what the cast members actually do. The well-trained cast members and the people who have the skill to do interactions with children and guests, thousands of people a day. Looking at this, I don't know when this will ever be at the point where it's going to be ready for prime time to have.
Well, I mean, you have to also make sure that you don't, put flash photography in its face, because then it'll try to kill all humans, like in The Simpsons.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, at the end when they go to Euro Itchy and Scratchy Land, hello, Itchy and Scratchy, my children need wine. There's nobody there.
Well, I will say, as an update to the story, sorry for the extra audio there. Olaf is up and walking around again, whether or not it's the same unit. It's kind of amazing. It is quite lifelike.
It really does look cool.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing technology. I do wonder how this is going to scale to something that they say they want him to walk around the parks. I really don't see that happening. I think
people are gonna knock him over. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah. So, with that being said, I don't know. What do y'all think about it in the comments? By the way, First Dragon Queen says, for $5, thank you so much. That animatronic froze, didn't lose balance. Just saying, hugs for all. Didn't lose balance. You're talking about Olaf?
Yeah, it's not like it fell over. Like it froze and turned off, and then it no longer was able to balance itself because it was not functional.
Right. Well, I mean, when it loses balance is not really the issue to me. Also, if a child is in front of it and it falls forward,
I don't know how heavy it is. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes on to make sure that that Goofy is in tip-top shape, and if Goofy starts to feel the heat of the Orlando sun, they're out there on the pavement. There are things that can be done to remove him from the situation quickly. I don't know that this one can check in before it.
But it doesn't save them if somebody trips, a character, like maybe other people that we might know.
Yeah, because Jay definitely did trip Winnie the Pooh that one.
Oh my God, 100%.
Member for 1 month, Nathan 7478 says, Troy Gustafson, ask and you shall receive. What did Troy Gustafson ask again? Olaf needs solar panels?
Oh. Maybe, I don't know.
But thank you so much. Let's see. Do you want to get your foot crushed by a snowman, little Johnny? Stand right here. It's really the thing. I had to tell one of my kids, like, don't hug them too hard. One of my kids is very sturdy and is a big hugger. So gotta look out for that. One more worth mentioning here. Let me switch over. Over in Tokyo Disney Sea, Rapunzel's having a bad day as well. Two crows were filmed eating Rapunzel's hair at Tokyo Disney Sea. The animatronic has since been removed. It's going to do the audio thing. Hold on one sec. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. Poor Rapunzel. You can't blame the crows.
From Rick and Two Crows.
Rick and Two Crows?
Rick and Morty reference. There's an episode where it's Rick and Two Crows. But yeah, they are pulling out her hair to make a nest.
You kick them out of Splash Mountain and they go right over to the Tangled Tower across the
Yeah, I mean,
specific
it's
ocean
amazing
dwellers.
though that like they have realized that that's not a real person. That even though it's moving, like it's not real.
Right. The concept of the scarecrow is in question here
Yeah, like
because
why
this
would
is
anyone think a scarecrow would work now?
right. They're becoming smarter. They're learning.
We are teaching the birds how to fight back against us.
Yeah. Walt told you to feed the birds. Did you do that? This is the consequence.
That wasn't a suggestion, it was a warning. Just feed them or else.
Here's another angle, and it looks like it gets worse.
Oh no.
This is pretty high up. I don't think this is on the normal walkway here. You have to be looking up in order to see it. By the way, great job on the animatronic.
Also. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great job on that. But man, if I was a kid, I would be horrified at this if I looked up and saw two crows trying to find
Eat
material
Rapunzel's
out of
brains?
Rapunzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, in order to make a nest.
Like
So,
the head is moving and that crow is perched atop it with no fear.
right, totally fine. You know, as if it's just standing on a ship rocking out on the ocean.
Do you think
And,
do you think like they've been like scoping this out for a while? Like do you think one of them was like, Jerry, is that a real person? Like
today is the day.
I don't know, Glenn. We need to actually look into this. Jerry and Glenn just spent like 2 weeks just watching her. It's like, you know what? I think we're good. Let's go in. Let's make it happen. Today is the day we implement the plan.
I keep hearing this song saying, "When will my life begin, Jerry?" I think today is the day, Jerry.
Glenn, you're always jumping in, but you're always ready, fire, aim, Glenn. It's what I love about you, brother.
So, good luck to Disney. They're having it's a big week in animatronics over there, and oof. May Olaf continue his training, and may Rapunzel. Well, I think Rapunzel is actually taken out of the area at this time. Let me see. It won't let me play the video of the removed Rapunzel animatronic, but
no.
Needless to say, it's gone. So give me 1 second. I'm having a technical issue here.
An issue?
Issue, yes. Unfortunately.
In a second, I'll play a clip.
Go ahead. Yes, go, please.
A long one.
I thought that chicken tacos were better than the rest.
Are you ready for perfect, authentic Mexican cooking just like your mama used to make? Come on down to Mexican Iron Man's Rabbit Chicken Tacos and Lawn Care Services, where not only do you get the freshest in Mexican cuisine, but you also get a fresh cut lawn. And don't forget to check out our second location, wherever the police have not yet run the van away from.
Mexican Iron Man, rabbit chicken tacos, lawn care services.
And if you think the cilantro tastes very fresh, it's no accidente, amigo.
You good?
Yeah, I am good, Ken Reinhardt. But now I've done seen everything. When I see Rapunzel cry,
We done seen about everything.
Jeff Helms, not a fan of crows. Yeah. Brandon Lee is back for revenge against Disney, right? Because he is the crow. And don't rub it in against Mexican Iron Man. Hasn't he lost enough? Yeah, that Disney stock. I haven't looked at the Disney stock today.
Celebrating Mexican Iron Man with that clip, though.
We are. It's
Rabbit
no
chicken
accident.
tacos are not a bad thing.
All right. So you and I both have seen the Super Mario Galaxy movie at this point. And I'm going to say it's possible to spoil the movie, but I don't think that saying what's in the movie hurts your ability to enjoy the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that kind of movie. I mean, there are some things that are really cool in this that if you it's experiential. I compare it to a theme park ride. Both that could be considered an insult to the movie, but it really is like a theme park ride. Like, you've seen it. It may be more fun the second time around because you already know it's going to come, and then you could see the details there. What I would like to speculate about today is I want you and me to do our power rankings for who deserves the next Super Smash Brothers the next movie leading up to a Super Smash Brothers movie.
Yeah,
Here.
I'm all for that. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier. Let's say this one is shut up and take my money. Actually, I'm just going to change it to shut up, take money. Whoa, what are you doing here, tier maker? Shut up, take money. And this one is
take money. Maybe
never gonna happen.
Okay.
So,
and then in between, I guess maybe A should be like would be great.
Would be great, and then
the B could be like, I'd see it.
Sure.
And then please no, and never gonna happen.
All right, and I think one of the best ways to do this, especially if we're talking about the Nintendo Cinematic Universe, here is to go through the Super Smash Brothers listings here. Some of them appropriate, some of them are obvious. Like these will be consolidated. I'll give you, for instance, Banjo-Kazooie.
All the Koopalings there.
Yeah. Never gonna happen. I'm gonna put Banjo-Kazooie there. What about Bayonetta? Let's just start with one of the difficult ones.
That one, I mean, are you talking about in terms of like it actually being in Super Smash Brothers or just getting its own movie?
Just getting its own movie.
Sure. I can see that happening.
I'm in please no territory on that one.
You know what? The more I think about it, yeah, it probably would be please no. I didn't like Bayonetta. It was it's whether we would want to see it, not whether we think it would happen.
Oh no, I don't think on the American side that any studio would want to do a Bayonetta movie because it's a little too weird.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, but Japanese people would make that movie.
Yeah. So I think the rule here is you have to get an American studio to say yes, we're going to do this, and not just because Nintendo would force their hand on it. All right,
Bowser and the Koopalings, though, they're like in the Mario movie, so
yeah. So there probably could be a not applicable. Let's see. Let's see. We'll just add a row below that. Ooh.
You've added several rows.
We'll put a not applicable here, and we'll change it to black. So, yeah, I think they should put the Koopalings in the next movie. Probably going to happen.
Definitely will be. I think I couldn't imagine them not doing it.
They could put so many not quite well thought out voice actors into all of these Koopaling roles. All right, we're getting into the weeby looking people here. I think this is
okay.
Marth.
So this is fire. Yeah, this is Fire Emblem. So I would say Fire Emblem. I would say shut up and take my money. I would love a Fire Emblem movie.
Okay. I'm with this one. I'm at sure. I am not a Fire Emblem fan.
Let's split the difference and go would be great.
Okay. I do think that there's a lot that could be done with Fire Emblem to like raise it up. I think it should be like, to me, that one is the most. I think it would be best as an animated series, like in that area where they can take their time. You can introduce different characters and different side stories, like an anime style, to where they're not beholden to saying we're going to stick with this person the entire length.
Right.
They could do, Marth, they could do Roy, they could do whatever the other one's names are. I'm not a huge
million and one of them fan. In this game. So
yeah. So with that, we've already talked about that one. So okay, here's a good one. F-Zero.
Captain Falcon. F-Zero. That I think I'm between would be great or shut up and take my money.
Whoa. Okay. All right. I think I don't know a lot about Captain Falcon other than that he can show up.
He's just cool. Yeah. He drives fast cars.
Yeah. I'm in the territory where I can understand why it would be a good one, but he's kind of in that Star Fox territory for me where I don't know if he would be an awesome character, but somebody could show up and do it in an amazing way. Also, the fact that he doesn't really have eyeballs. Like his eyes are his helmet, and that bothers me like a lot. Let's see. Thinking Heretic for $2 only if you buy should be a character. Oh, as in only if someone else pays. Yeah, that's actually a really, really good idea. Let's change this one to only if you're paying.
Okay.
I like that. This is very malleable. This is a casual show. Real Life Fake Wizard wants to know, what's this tier list for? It's what should get the next movie leading up to a Super Smash Brothers movie. So should we let Wizard have the link?
Yeah, give Wizard the link.
Would you mind doing that?
Yeah,
Since
I'll
I'm
send it to him.
up here yapping. Let's see. Cloud, and it looks like we've got several clouds. I'm gonna put these in the never gonna happen territory.
Yeah, I don't think it will ever happen. I think that the remakes are as much as we need. I think that you couldn't possibly do Final Fantasy VII as a film. Maybe as a series, but definitely not as a film. You just couldn't. You wouldn't be able to get enough time for it.
Right, and what they really need to do is a Final Fantasy VI series that has a Game of Thrones budget, but is clean. That's, if I'm just saying what needs to be done here. I don't know what
more Fire Emblem.
More Fire Emblem. Man, there's a lot of Fire Emblem. Are these all Fire Emblem?
Don't you remember like when Miyamoto was doing, or not Miyamoto, Mr. Sakurai was doing all the reveals, and like everybody was like, it's gonna be Waluigi, it's gonna be Ryu Hayabusa, it's gonna be Master Chief, and it was always a Fire Emblem character.
I'm trying to see how many fire. I couldn't even clean out all the fire. Wow, there's a bunch of bosses and weird ones towards the end that I don't think are ever going to happen. So what else we have here? Daisy. Do you think Daisy's going to get her own movie?
Not her own movie. No, I think she'll be in another Mario film.
Yep. Well, probably. Yeah. Odds are. Okay. Dark Pit is jumping the line here. I think there's a pit later on. But Palutena's Mirror.
We're talking about like a Kid Icarus movie.
Yes,
that's a shut up and take my money. Like I think that would be phenomenal.
I couldn't agree with you more. Where is Pitt on this list? Oh, here he is.
There he is.
I'm just moving him up, folks. I'm just moving him up. Yes. And I and you found out last week that Kid Icarus actually did have his own TV series in some way. So
yes.
It was just Captain and the Game Master.
Captain and the Game Master.
It was like a little troll with wings.
Oh.
All right. I don't know how Dark Pit and Dark Samus. I don't want to say they're never ever going to happen, but we've already covered Palutena's Mirror. I'm going to put Dark Samus over here. Diddy Kong.
Would this be a part of a Donkey Kong movie?
I think so. I'm just gonna put, actually, I think there's a chance of there being a Diddy Kong movie.
Normally this would be a shut up and take my money.
Okay.
But this is going to be Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. So this is only if you're paying.
I am not as put off by Seth Rogen in this role as most people are, apparently.
Right, we can go would be great. I can't put anything with Seth Rogen in it and shut up and take my money.
So I guess this is an only if I'm paying sort of thing here.
No, we can put it would be great because when I watched the Super Mario Brothers movie earlier this week, I was just like, there are worse things in the world than him as Donkey Kong, but
Real Life Fake Wizard says Fire Emblem Three Houses would never ever get the movie it would deserve, especially since there are 4 stories.
Yep, and 2 different protagonists. So,
is Three Houses the one that's kind of like Fire Emblem Warriors?
I'm not sure.
There's like because they have Hyrule Warriors, and there was a Fire Emblem version of it as well. Only if Jonas is paying should be a tier. That's hilarious. England DG for $2. They need to make Ninja Gaiden. Yes, they do, and I would definitely watch.
It was rumored. Ryu Hayabusa was rumored for a really long time for Smash, and it never came to fruition. He was rumored. Master Chief was heavily rumored. Dante from Devil May Cry was heavily rumored.
Man, I can't get behind putting Dante in there. Dante is such a try hard design to me. Like it's like Leon Kennedy's edgy, like super edgy little brother, you know. Dr. Mario, I'm gonna say
Never
ahead.
going to happen, probably, because so Dr. Mario is apparently a different person than Mario. Did you know that?
Yes, because he's not counted as a Mario skin. I'm like, how does this even work?
Yeah, no, like apparently, like Nintendo has specifically said that Dr. Mario and Mario are two different people. Which
And
so I saw a theory that in the family scene when they're having the dinner at the Mario's parents' house in the first movie, there's like a little girl, and there's like, well, whose daughter is she? And the theory is that it's Dr. Mario's daughter, because Dr. Mario is like their like cousin.
that would be amazing, and it would also explain why they feel so bad about just being plumbers.
Hey, plumbing is a
according to the way that they're treated by
plumbing is a noble
there.
profession, no matter what Mario's dad or Jimmy Kimmel have to say.
Right, exactly. Jimmy Kimmel. Yikes. So let's see what we got here. Duck Hunt. Never gonna happen.
It would never happen, but I would love it.
I would love it too. This is what we want to do.
Okay, so yeah, I would love it just because it would make PETA's heads explode.
That's great. That's great. Okay.
But the ducks would have to be the villains of it, right?
Do we want? Yes, because it would be like Migration or the Wild Robot, but with an unnamed, a faceless hunter and the dog. I would definitely watch that movie. Nothing against Wild Robot or Migration, but exactly. And every now and then, Clay Shooter shows up. Okay. This is a two-parter here. Let's first say Fox McCloud, Star Fox.
Shut up and take my money.
Shut up and take my money. Yes, absolutely. What if there was a Falco Lombardi spinoff?
If it came after Star Fox, then yes, shut up and take my money.
All right.
Falco is that cool of a character.
This is my first modification here. If it's Pepe O'Hare, no. If it's Slippy Toad, absolutely not. If it's the blue fox lady from Star Fox Adventures, Crystal, that's right. Never. No, you're not going to watch that movie. I don't trust Illumination not to girl boss.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the next question. Ganondorf. What are your thoughts, sir?
I mean, are we talking about a Zelda movie or a Ganondorf movie?
Ganondorf movie.
Please no, because they would make Ganondorf the misunderstood hero, the way the Disney villain movies all do.
Right.
Like which is I hate that trope so much.
Yeah. If they actually did do a Manosphere movie, that would need to be the Ganondorf movie, because he's the only man born every 1,000 years. So you have all of these strong women who are actually beholden to him. You know,
over the weekend I was playing Ocarina of Time on stream, and it was just like I was laughing at like modern sensibilities with that game, because Zelda's just like that guy says that he's here to help us, but I don't believe it. And it's like the one Middle Eastern dude in like all of Hyrule. He has wicked eyes.
He looks so evil in that opening sequence of Ocarina of Time. It's amazing what they were able to do with N64, like PlayStation 1 level graphics. It's still cinematic, or him floating in the void at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Where you just know he's going to show up again like he's Dracula or something. Archer Merchant for $2. Sydney Sweeney, Metroid, Star Fox, Fire Emblem show. Okay. Depending on which version of Samus, yes, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound thirsty
I would also
on that
say,
one.
though, that all of these movies should be animated.
Yes. Yeah, I think so. We've already seen that Pokemon in live action is actually kind of unsettling.
It is very unsettling.
Greninja, just Greninja. I'm going to say nope, not applicable. Still could possibly happen.
He could get a spin-off, but I would say I would put it honestly under please no, just because of the Kotaku articles that would follow.
Yikes. All right. How about I think
how about we bring in an expert?
Well, that's you were taking my joke there. That's fine. On Shut Up and Take My Money, we have Real Life Fake Wizard.
Yes, I will.
I'll take all your money, sir.
Yes.
Like yesterday, you guys would do a dual stream that shows up on 2 different channels. I sent you a $10 super chat, and then I sent Marv a $10.01 super chat.
And 1 cent.
That's why you did the 1 cent. That makes more sense now.
It does. It makes 1 more cent.
Yeah.
Fake Wizard, would you like to weigh in before we move on to the next one?
Yeah. Anything you change
on this list so far?
Yeah.
Yeah. You put Greninja in Please No, mostly just because of the Kotaku articles that would follow a movie such as that.
I think all of these characters would get Kotaku articles now after the Bowser one this morning.
I mean, look out for the
Bowser
Duck
one and
Hunt
the Fox
Dog
one.
article. Come on.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I think Byleth in Three Houses is going to be, would be great. And Shut Up and Take My Money. It would be awesome, but they're just not going to do it right. They're not going to do it justice.
You're entitled to one move here right off the bat if you want to move anything, or you can leave it as is and save it for later.
No, I'm going to say leave as is. I'm good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
We have let's skip to this one. This is the hero from Dragon Quest. I'm just putting him here on only if you're paying while I get the screen in order. I think this is never going to happen. Or at least not in the United States, because it has to be a U.S. production in order for this to work for the Super Smash Brothers rules here.
Dragon Quest 3 was great. I mean, it's got a good story with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's paying.
I agree that the story itself is great and the art style is perfect. I love the Akira Toriyama style, but I don't think it's going to happen. Marv?
I would love it. I would love an anime style movie or series about this. So I would say it would be great, but it depends on what you guys think.
All right. I think it's not going to happen, but I'll leave it there anyways. It's not is this Erdrick? What is this guy? That's another Dragon Quest guy, right?
I think
Erdrick was the first one.
Erdrick. Okay, good. Then I guessed somewhat correct. Shows how much I played. I played 1 and 2 on the remakes. Okay, Ice Climbers I think is actually on this list like 3 times. So we're just gonna say Ice Climbers. Yes, no, never gonna happen.
That's an only if you're paying thing. Or
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah.
There would be some autistic
kid's
dream to see an Ice Climbers movie.
I would really like to see how they stretch the Ice Climbers concept to an hour and a half.
Oh, there's going to be some legend about getting to the top of the mountain that no one has gotten to the top of the mountain in 1,000 years or something like that.
But you can only get to the top of the mountain through the power of teamwork and acting as one.
Yeah. I can see the movie happening.
In, like complete synchronization, and that's the power they unlock by the end of it. We just wrote this movie.
I'm getting heavy please no vibes off of this conversation. Wizard?
I'm pleased no. It's not going to be good.
All right.
Supporting cast they would be good at, but like
Fenroar. Man, I feel like there's
Kotaku articles.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of asterisks on here with the Pokemon because Pokemon will get movies. They're just not going to be American made.
Right.
Splatoon. There's an odd one here.
Yeah, please no.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to be a sexist and put the boy Splatoon Inkling on there.
You put it in never going to happen. I said please no.
Oh, sorry. I lost track because we have way too many.
I just realized we have Ike on there already. I think young Ike should go up because Path of Radiance would make a great movie.
Is that young Ike right there?
That's the young one, yeah. That should would be great. That would be a legitimately good movie. But not the older one, just the younger one.
You've redeemed your single move there. All right. Isabella, let's say all of Animal Crossing.
Please no.
Animal Crossing.
I don't want to see it in Smash Brothers, but I think that they could do a series out of Animal Crossing, but I don't see how they could do an entire movie out of it. paying off your debts, building a great town. Sounds wonderful, but
Yeah.
this is
Only
in
if
the
Tom Nook is the villain. Like if this was like a cartoon Sopranos where Tom Nook is like the Tony Soprano of this entire situation.
every time you get out of debt, he forces you into the next mortgage.
Right. Like it's just like it opens up with like Tom Nook like driving down the Animal Crossing Turnpike. It's like, woke up this morning, got yourself a bell.
I think we're working with something here. I think would be great.
I hope Miyamoto's watching, honestly.
Animal Crossing Sopranos crossover.
Yep. And like you have like Timmy and Tommy, and they're basically like Christopher Moltisanti.
All right, Jigglypuff. I'm gonna put in please no.
No, I'm gonna put that's a take my money for me because my wife would go ballistic. We can put only if you're paying.
All right, Wizard.
Yeah, only if you're paying.
All right,
I would see it for the content.
Right,
my
right.
My wife would never watch another movie ever again. She would just watch that movie every day. You have no idea the amount of Jigglypuff merchandise that is currently in my house.
Yeah. They already said the Donkey Kong movie is happening. Yes,
Jonas,
they did.
You were there at MegaCon last year when my wife bought a Jigglypuff that was bigger than her.
Yes.
And like spent the entire day carrying it around like this.
It's quite the look. And you're safe when it happens because if you fall over, you're just falling on a Jigglypuff.
Right.
Joker
she calls it Big Jig.
I'm gonna. Wow, that's perfect.
Yeah, Big Jig. It's on our couch.
I'm gonna put Joker from Persona 5 in Never Gonna Happen as far as a Smash Brothers movie goes, as well as Tekken. I think Tekken could do its own movie on its own and be great.
It could, yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna enter into it. All right, we got our first Street Fighter character here.
Oh yeah, we got Ken.
They're already doing it.
They're doing but they're not for Smash Brothers.
I'll put it in not applicable for now. We got some more Pokemon to clear out. My goodness, the number of Marios on here. This game is insane.
I think
okay.
Marth would be a good movie though. That one would be good. That Fire Emblem game, because that's the first one. So that would be the best way to introduce like the whole world. That would be probably the best one of all of them. So I think that should go higher.
Yeah. England DG for $2. What tier is Zaxby's? I'm hungry now. Oh man. Zaxby's.
They're commenting on the tier list that we did on Wizards channel recently where we rated all the fast food restaurants.
Zaxby's has one meal that is S tier, as far as I'm aware. Like they got one thing that is absolutely awesome. And then everything else, I don't know. I've never
pork chop sandwich.
Oh, do they have a good pork chop sandwich?
No, I'm making a joke. Did you not see when X-Wing went to Culver's and ordered the pork chop sandwich and got eviscerated for it on stream?
Why?
Because how do you go to Culver's and get a pork chop sandwich? It's the first time he's ever been to Culver's. He's never been to Culver's before. The first time he goes, he orders a pork chop sandwich.
It is the most Midwestern restaurant.
It doesn't even come in the burger box. They just wrap it up and throw it at you.
So is it an actual pork chop or is it pork tenderloin? Because there's a joke in the Midwest.
Pork tenderloin, which essentially is a pork chop.
Right, and this is the thing that I saw when I was the first time I got a pork tenderloin in the Midwest. It was like an elephant ear that they said was a pork tenderloin. And then they have a normal size bun that is either, and you have decisions on where this bun could be. It could be in the corner, it could be in the middle, so there's symmetry, but it's a joke. The entire thing is a joke. So you end up, it's almost like it's a pogo ball. If you remember that toy, where it kind of looks like it's the shape of Saturn. I don't know how people eat these things.
I need to send you the video of this, Jonas, because it's so funny. Because he talks about going to Culver's for the first time, and he was just like, "Well, yeah, like what I got," and like the entire chat just stops, and they're like, "If you got anything but a burger," and when he says pork chop sandwich, it starts this just massive like snowball rolling downhill of Mike just completely eviscerating him for like 20 minutes, and Dan Vasc sitting there like, I'm from Brazil, I don't know what pork chop sandwich is, what is Culver's? It's wonderful.
That's
It's
perfect.
a wonderful video.
Send
that
it to
I
me,
highly
please.
recommend.
Also, Culver's, how are you going to go without getting the? It's basically a steak burger. It's
Yeah.
like Steak and Shake without all of the sadness of Steak and Shake. Paula Vita Gamer for $10. Given what I saw in Super Mario Galaxy last night, Nintendo is going to stick in as much as possible from the entirety of their franchises. Everything they own is going to make it even only for a second. What do you think, Wizard?
I think we're getting Mario movies until Kingdom Come, and there will be cameos that, like, Captain Falcon might show up, and he'll be part of the plot, similar to how Fox and Donkey Kong were in the previous two films. But I think they're just going to keep making these.
Yeah, the way that Star Fox is the Donkey Kong of Super Mario Galaxy.
Exactly, because they're risk averse. They know Mario can make billions of dollars. Can Star Fox make billions of dollars on his own movie? We don't know.
I mean, given how much people like the anthropomorphic animal kind of thing right now with Zootopia, I don't know. I feel like there could be money in a Star Fox movie, but then again,
I don't know.
In China for sure.
Again, it's the Kotaku articles that will follow.
Right? Will Kotaku still be perverted in 3 to 4 years? That's a big risk to take.
Hopefully, it won't be around in 3 to 4 years.
It won't be here.
All right. I'm gonna push King DDD down and say, let's talk about a Kirby movie.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Oh, take my money. That is like that isn't even just take my money. That I need the clip of Matt Smith from Doctor Who going, take it all, baby. You have it all.
I think that they would do it. There are so many people that care about Kirby. It's kind of surprising that it started out as a Game Boy franchise and is this big. King K. Rool. I'm gonna say I would really love a King K. Rool movie with Donkey Kong in it. Donkey Kong Country, the first Donkey Kong Country is amazing, and the second and the third. But
Bonanza is wonderful also.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten the chance to finish Bonanza. If you forgive me for just 1 second.
Is it King K. Rool or is it King K. Rool?
King K. Rool.
I've heard it pronounced both, like in games. So
they would have to be a good setup though, where he shows up in the Donkey Kong movie for there to be anything else.
Sorry about that. I had somebody ring my doorbell and I had to tell them, go away now. We don't need this.
That's actually like on a pretty consistent like play on my playlist. The Gangplank Galleon.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's the music is unbelievable. All right, here we go. Legend of Zelda.
I mean, take my money. Yeah.
An
animated one would be tremendous.
I wish
it
could have been animated.
Yeah.
I wonder if that'll still happen. Actually, I kind of wonder with the insanity of Nintendo if they're going to let Sony do their thing, and then they're going to do an animated one.
Well, I think that if you get a Smash Brothers movie, I think the way you incorporate Link and Zelda is you introduce them in live action, and when they go through the Smash Brothers portal, they become animated.
I've said that, Marv. I've said exactly the same thing. Yes, that's you have both movies, and it's you just have the same voice. The same kid that's playing Link. He's the voice, and that's it. And you don't even talk about it. It's just the same guy.
Yeah, I like it,
but Zelda.
But you know which one I want? I want the one that goes, "Excuse me, princess," and I don't see that coming from this kid.
So I was watching the Super Mario Brothers Super Show on Tubi the other day, and because I was just flying on a Mario high, and I sat down. So it had like the old commercials in it, and it had like a commercial for the Legend of Zelda show, and I forgot how many times say "excuse me, princess" in it. I didn't realize it was like his catchphrase. I thought it was just something he said one time. But
it's in the theme song, man.
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano. It's amazing because everything is alliteration and food puns.
He's like Garfield as Super Mario. Like,
oh my god, that's everything him and Luigi say. It's like rampaging ravioli Mario, or leaping linguini, and then like you have King Koopa, and he just be like, "You little lasagna lovers."
That's a really good King Koopa impression. And by the way, he was definitely King Koopa in the show.
He was,
even though he was Bowser.
I watched the one the other day where it was Koopzilla, because it's also like supremely racist.
So they got Koopzilla, they got MC Koopa, where he's doing a MC Hammer impression. Like this is super heavy referencing of whatever is popular at the time, and then the interstitial segments, which are insane, are all parodies of, like, there's a Crocodile Dundee guy that shows up, if not the real person. Like
Roddy Piper shows up in one of them because it's Captain Lou Albano as Mario.
Yeah, and Captain Lou, like, he apparently loved playing the role. Like, this is a show that people loved doing it. They obviously had a lot of fun, and I think that's why that show still gets play right now. Like, my kids,
I was really happy
the Super
in the
Mario
first
Brothers
movie.
Super Show.
I was really happy in the first movie when the theme song made the appearance.
It makes me wonder what they did in the Japanese version. Did they just do a version of that same song? I don't know. Ken K. Mac, the Daisy fan, member for 2, and what a name. Hey everyone, hope that Daisy is in the next one.
I would say you have a pretty good chance at that.
I have a very good chance of that. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
England DG for $2. Pork chop sandwich is an old E-Bombs joke. G.I. Joe.
It's when the G.I. Joe guys running over pork chop sandwiches.
Yep. I forgot E-Bombs World. Man, that takes me back, DG.
Yeah.
Oh.
YouTube kind of destroyed that, huh?
Yes, it did. We got another link. Okay, Punch Out. I'm going to say shut up and take my money.
Every bit of my money.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be great.
Yeah.
With the amount of of the various like people he has to fight, like, come on, man, that's just right there.
Yeah. Okay. And plus it'll have international play, because Punch Out is basically a guy going around and beating the tar out of every stereotype across the entire world.
You can't even be mad, because the Japanese made it and they made Piston Honda.
They did. I love how in the Wii version, if you punch Glass Joe, like baguettes and Eiffel Towers are popping out of his face.
I never even realized that Glass Joe was French until that game. I'm salty that we've never gotten a port of that Punch Out game, because that was a lot of fun.
Yes. Well, okay. So they waited so long before they did it. It was arcade only at the start, and then it was the NES game. And the NES game, I think about it, it might be my favorite NES title of all time. Then the Wii version is great. They re-released it on the Wii U. They were so dedicated to the stereotypes, they even put a gay stereotype in there.
Did they?
Yes. There was a guy who shows up and he's like disco something.
Oh, the disco guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm here for my close-up.
Yeah. Bear Hugger was the Canadian.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the SNES version.
Yes. But he was in the Wii version too. He's like chugging maple syrup. Like that. I love that.
Yep. One of the few positive Canadian stereotypes. All right, we got Earthbound or Mother, depending. This is actually Mother 3, never released in the United States. I don't know. I think this could be a movie. It would be very Nintendo for it to be a movie. I think it would be great. I don't think it's ever going to happen. What do you guys think? Mother 3
would be great.
I think it would be great.
I think it would be too. Luigi's Mansion. This is why it's good that we haven't separated it out.
Yeah, take my money.
Take my money.
Yep. Mario.
Being dumb.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that there wasn't a Super Mario Maker reference in the movie itself, or a more direct one.
Got to save some references for the next one, Jonas. Can't use them all.
There was, though. They put on the hats.
The hat was in his costumes, and then someone else put on the hat, but not Mario.
Okay.
All right.
Technicality.
Wait, would you put Mega Man? Like, that's a take my money.
This is a take my money as well for me. You know who had the rights to Mega Man the last time around? There was actually
Amazon?
a Mega Man. No, Fox had the rights to do Mega Man in 2019 when the sale to Disney happened. And for some reason, we're still waiting. Nothing's happening there. I feel like Disney is incredibly stupid to not take advantage of this and do this movie. But
There was a fan film trailer made of Mega Man years ago, and it was really good. And I knew the guy. I knew this legendary B movie actor Edward X. Young, who he was like played all these like crazy characters, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was in this Mega Man thing," and I was like, "Please tell me you were Dr. Wily." He was Dr. Light, which is crazy for him because he plays these like off the wall characters so much. But I watched the trailer; it was really good. I was like, "Man, why did nobody make this movie?"
Especially after was it technically an anime? I mean, it was done in the same style as a lot of anime. The Mega Man series that also ended with Mega Man X with the amazing theme song. I loved that. I don't know why they didn't do more with this. It is you have this endless supply of master robots, and you have someone who can fight them. Why are there not more of these?
Yeah.
Yeah. England GG for 5. At the ending of the Punch-Out movie, you find out that Tyson is a nice guy who likes to feed the pigeons. And he says, "Feed the bird, tuppence the pound."
Well, now that Mike Tyson is, socially acceptable to people again, you could actually do a Mike Tyson's Punch-Out movie, and it would be awesome.
I would love that. Although you have to be terrified of
I
it.
hate that like every ported version of Punch-Out is not Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Right. You gotta hold on to the original.
You remember who the dream match was in the Wii version, right?
Was it Mr. Sandman?
No, Sandman is always the champion. He's the final boss. But
Donkey Kong. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played against Donkey Kong in that game. If I ever do a gaming channel, it's going to be so Nintendo focused.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a game that I would be brave enough to play on stream because I would get clobbered time and time again until you finally get it. But man, I'm sorely tempted. Meta Knight. Does Meta Knight deserve his own movie?
Yes.
Really? What's the lore with Meta Knight?
I don't care. He's cool.
Okay. Wizard?
He's a Kirby with a cape and a sword.
I would say that would be great. I don't know if it would be a shut up and take my money thing.
It'd be great. Only if it happens after a Kirby movie. If it spins off of a Kirby movie, then I think it's good.
Because they'll do something where it's like actually he's not a real guy, or so they'll change the lore on him because he's too cool. They have to make him less cool.
I see what you're saying. For me, this is an only if you're paying, so it slots quite nicely into the would be great category between the three of us. Mewtwo. Well, no, let's just put Mewtwo in a not applicable.
We already got one, and it's legendary.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Game and Watch. Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. This is which Pikmin? This is Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Please. No.
I don't know. Which one do we think would happen if they did a Pikmin movie? Would it be Pikmin 1 and 2, or would it be Pikmin 3?
1 and 2. And I would say it's possible simply because Miyamoto loves Pikmin so much.
I think that you're right, and apparently this is his favorite series. He has excellent taste. Shares that.
Only if you're paying for me.
All right.
I would say only if you're paying. Well,
I'm not going to be outvoted. I'm going to be outvoted on this one, so I'm going to say it's probably in that only if you're paying territory. What is the name of this game with the spring arm? Arms is the name of the game. I think never going to happen. It's so weird. All of them have Mr. Fantastic powers. We've already. Oh wait. We need to put. I was putting them in the wrong category here.
Yeah, you're putting them in not applicable.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put him in the not applicable. Pac-Man.
Would be cool.
Did you guys see that secret level show on Amazon?
I did not. Did you? Did they do like I saw a preview where it looked like it was a demon Pac-Man.
Yeah. I hope if they do a Pac-Man movie, it can't be like that because that was grotesque.
I feel like they're running out of things to do with Pac-Man. Like Shadow Labyrinth, I've thought about picking it up a few times. I don't feel like paying full price for a game that's like a secret Pac-Man.
Right.
So this is really Pac-Man gets so cheesy in all of his depictions that I'm really like only if someone else is paying. So what do we got? Palutena's Mirror already on the list. A Princess Peach movie. I'm gonna say only if you're paying for me.
Yeah, like at
this
the end of the day,
character
what
is
would be the point of a Princess Peach movie? Because she would just solve all the problems, never be stopped, and it would be over in 10 minutes.
It will happen.
There
It's
is
just a
not
matter of
one-
when.
There is not one single issue that could pop up that Princess Peach cannot handle on her own.
So many Pokemons. I'm gonna put PD Piranha.
Shut up and take my money.
You want a PD Piranha movie? Law of averages. You've got him up to only.
No. It's never gonna happen. But like a PD Piranha movie would be so funny. Like the entire movie is just PD Piranha.
I would love that.
Okay. We'll say this is Ash Ketchum. I'm gonna put that in the not applicable since we've
That's not. That's
I
just
don't know.
Pokemon Trainer. It's not Ash Ketchum.
I think they're gonna do something with Pokemon eventually.
Yeah.
I think it would be great. If
Well,
it's
they've
animated.
already done a Pokemon movie. It was just Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're gonna do something again in the future.
Yeah. I actually, if they had a person who was showing up and had a bunch of different Pokemon and Pokeballs, I actually think that would be a fun movie. Introducing the entire concept of a world with Pokemon to a world that doesn't have Pokemon. I feel like that's the superhero problem that they used to have, because every movie was an origin movie. So having in Batman, having there being some other person that is like Batman for Batman to look up to changes the nature of a Batman film. Whereas if you have go ahead.
No, my hypothesis is with all of the Pokemon AI videos that keep popping out and how every one of them goes super viral, Nintendo's got to be looking at that going, oh, okay, we could print money with that.
But does like what was it, Warner Brothers? Do they still own the Pokemon movie rights? Or like, because if Universal is going to get the rights to Pokemon theme parks, then maybe they've worked out something for movies as well. I don't know. I don't know how long that Detective Pikachu thing went for.
Well, and there's this rumor that Legend of Zelda is coming to Universal, and Sony has the rights to the live action Legend of Zelda movie. So I think these are big enough that they can, cut them up a little bit. Like DC is a non-exclusive license.
Detective Pikachu would have been its own thing, so it's not. And it's Legendary. So Legendary got Detective Pikachu, but that's not like the full on.
That is Warner Brothers
Pokemon canon. Yeah, it's Warner Brothers.
And even more, man, there's so many Pokemon in Smash.
I want the Ivysaur movie.
I want the Squirtle movie. Squirtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Squirtles. Come on, make it happen.
I actually would love to see the gangster Squirtles. When did they decide the triangular sunglasses was pure evil? By the way, was that an entire country of Japan decision?
Yeah.
What is this? I don't know what this is.
Xenoblade. I think it's Xenoblade 2, and it's Mithra and Pyra.
Okay.
There's no way that's going to be a movie.
It would never be in a Smash Brothers movie. Yeah.
Okay. So this is one. And by the way, we'll go ahead and put Sephiroth here, although he would be awesome. Where is he? Simon Belmont and Andy Richter, or not Andy Richter, just Richter Belmont.
Andy Richter.
Andy Richter.
Yeah, a Castlevania movie would actually be really cool.
I actually think that would be an amazing title for a movie. To have somebody like Andy Richter going and fighting Dracula.
What's more vulnerable than a peach?
So we got Dracula X, and we got, let's say, Castlevania.
I would say would be great.
4.
I prefer Alucard to the Belmonts, but that's just me.
Alucard would be amazing. You have to have Dracula if you're going to have Alucard. Man, so many Pokemon. Ridley. I'm going to put this in the never going to happen territory.
Yeah.
It's just be part of a Metroid movie.
Yeah. Also, Rob, yikes.
I don't need a Rob movie.
I barely needed the Rob scene. I don't know why there's 4 Soras.
Because there's 4 different versions of Sora in the game.
It's also never going to happen.
It would never happen, but I would love it. Like, that would be a shut up and take my money if Disney ever got that working.
Yeah.
They were going to do an anime at one point.
What is this guy's name? Cora?
No, that's
Sora?
Robin, and that would be it's not going to happen.
All right.
Yeah, that's more.
That would never happen. Because
what are the
that
odds?
is a legacy property, and it crosses over between like Marths, and it would be too much. That would be later on.
Rosalina, I would say, would be great. I liked Rosalina in this movie.
But it's not going to be a Rosalina movie. It's going to be Princess Peach and the Princesses of Power, like a team, like a Force.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it is as shut your ears for 10 seconds or 20 seconds if you don't want to hear spoilers for the movie. They somehow took a character who was overpowered in the first film and basically turned her into a god. So how are you gonna do any movie with Peach and Rosalina now if Rosalina has this unlimited power and Peach now also has that unlimited power, and it looks like they've introduced a third character who has unlimited power? I don't understand how that works from a story standpoint.
I don't know.
There is no story.
There is no story. Yeah.
Are you looking for story here?
Good point.
It's a sneeze of a story.
We got Ryu. That would be interesting in a Smash Brothers movie. Here we go. This is the question we actually want to ask.
My money.
Oh, please. Yes.
I actually don't know if this would work.
Samus?
I don't know. I mean, I think that they could have a good Metroid movie, but you can't have the isolation. So I guess you have to do the one where she's constantly talking to the AI from the ship. I also wonder about doing it animated, because sometimes the space pirates are kind of be horrifying, in all this. I don't know how it would work, but I still would love to see it. All right. Christian Coriejo for $2. How well do you think a Pocopia movie would do? I would be horrified at the little ditto.
There and watch it for hours upon hours on end, including my wife.
Yeah, I think Pocopia. I'm hoping that I can wait long enough for them to put it on physical, but they're never going to do it.
It's never going to happen, man.
Never going to happen. So my question then becomes: do I want to buy the game key card so I technically have a transferable license for it, or do I want to get it on digital? And neither of those sounds great to me.
It was a great time, man.
It was a great time being able to own movies. I mean, being able to own video games. England DG for $2. We need Atari Studios. Imagine Clax the movie.
If they make Battleship, they can make Clax.
I don't understand why they haven't gotten Jack Black for a Pitfall movie. I think he'd love to do that. He has a history with that franchise. Jumanji kind of got in the way of that a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what else do we have here? Snake, never gonna happen.
You don't think
as much
they'd
as I
ever
would
do a
love to
Metal
see
Gear
it.
movie?
Oh, I think they do a Metal Gear movie. I don't think it's a Nintendo branded one. They actually had a guy named Jordan Vogt Roberts who was in charge of a Metal Gear movie for a little while. I don't remember when it got green, when it was in development, but he did Kong Skull Island, and the action in Kong Skull Island is so good that I was totally behind it. Like, absolutely, give this guy all the money, let him do a Metal Gear movie. But then nothing happened with it. I think right now they're all probably kicking themselves in the butt for all the all the video game franchises that they could have made if they had just moved a little faster.
There was a Donkey Kong cartoon from, like, I think it was probably in the 90s or early 2000s, and it is like, I saw it on Tubi and I was reminded of it because my mind had blocked it out. It was
the full CG one.
It was the stuff of nightmares.
Yes. Yeah. I find that
like
my kids
Minecraft level like graphics.
my kids will watch things from the 1980s that are 2D animation, but that era of like Beast Wars, they won't touch Beast Wars. And Donkey Kong Country, they will not touch it. Like, it's not engaging to them. It's weird. They won't go for it at all.
The tech was not there.
Yeah. There was no illusion of life. The first Dragon Queen for $5. Shut up and take my money. Metroid could be great either way. All right, we're bumping up Metroid up here.
It's already been shut up and take my money.
I know, but we're bumping it up in honor of the super chat because we can be bought. I'm not sure which of these two that is, by the way, on your avatar. All right. What else do we have here? Chic.
I mean, that's part of a Zelda movie. So
yeah, we'll put that in not applicable.
Shulk.
I'm going to say no.
It's not
Sonic.
going to happen with Nintendo.
Yeah. All right. Kingdom Hearts.
Yes.
Not
take
with
my money.
Nintendo.
Not with Nintendo, but yeah. I'm going to say no on a Minecraft movie.
Not with Nintendo.
Terry Bogard. Bogart?
Terry Bogard. Yeah. Terry Bogard, Fatal Fury. No, not with Nintendo.
Yeah. All right. Here's one that I would love to see. And in some ways, I think this would be so much better. I actually really want to see a Toon Link version of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they'll do it. Maybe they'll have to do like the Zelda live action, and then they do some kind of a toony animation to bring them into the Mario verse.
I think it would be so perfect. Like that's the way you do it. You do a Link that is, you have your whatever they're doing with Bo Bragison and the boy over there. Have they cast Ganon yet? Whatever they do with that, and then you can have the little with Toon Link. Sorry if no one understood what I was saying there. It was, I'm going to jump, I'm going to stab you, I'm going to release a fairy because I just died. That was what that means in Hylian. Animal Crossing, I already talked about that one. Okay, let's count this as two different franchises here.
Wario?
Because it is two different franchises. We got Wario and we have WarioWare.
Wario, I think, would be cool. Would be good.
Wario will be in the next movie.
Are you sure?
That's my guess. That is my hardball guess.
Yeah.
Mine too.
I think they've got nowhere to go without
my
Wario.
idea with Wario in this, because I thought that Mario was going to be in this movie, and I said to myself, "Oh, he misses Mario and Luigi, so Bowser Jr. is going to make him a Mario and Luigi, and it's going to be Wario and Waluigi." And I still think that'll be the plot of the third one.
Because there were multiple references to Wario that were out there in official releases.
Mm-hmm.
They were a lot of them were kind of tamped down. In fact, my local theater had a description for the movie that included Wario, and I would like to know why that happened in multiple places.
Yeah.
Anyways,
like even IGN was reporting that Wario was in the movie.
Yeah, which is very strange. Michael Thomas for $5. What's up, everyone? Thanks for the show. Happy Easter. Peace be with you and to you.
With you.
It's going to be a good weekend. Andy Masterson. I'm so old. I remember when Pong first came out. I played Pong. And then I really liked the character that was based off of him in Reboot. Good to see you, Andy.
By that he means the physical game of ping pong.
Yeah.
We Fit.
Take my money.
Oh, God, We Fit. No.
It's never gonna happen.
It would never happen.
I'm putting this in the
We
never
Fit trainer.
Oh, I forgot to say WarioWare. I actually think that a WarioWare movie would be great.
Yeah, after he shows up in Mario 3.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be perfect. See, I also think that the accusation of this being an ADHD movie, like y'all, these are people who have never been on YouTube. These are people who have never been on TikTok. If they think that the Mario movie is ADHD, like that was a fast-paced movie. Maybe this is my ADHD showing through, but it was not that it was not that bad as far as the ADHD claim. Like, this movie moves at a reasonable pace. There was no moment in which I feel like it was rushed. Like Rise of Skywalker, that was a rushed film. This one,
Yeah.
you understood what was going on and then you moved on. It's not like they were just flash, 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 flash. It's not a Mr. Beast video. So, what do we have here? Hey, look at this. England DG for $2. Please do not do Zelda live action. Stop with that.
They're already doing it.
What if I made it worse and said, that Avi Arad was producing the Zelda live action movie?
Yeah, that's worse.
Yeah. I was in a weird circumstance.
Anime movie.
This is one of the times that I was growing as a person in the entertainment space when I made a comment when I was around someone that I didn't realize what they were working on. And I said, oh yeah, Avi Arad, he's the worst. And someone looked at me and said, he's a very nice person. I've had dinner with him several times. Did you? And like gave me all these facts. And I had to say, I know, I'm sorry. What I mean is I very much do not appreciate the work product that he's put out into the world. And even then I still felt really bad about it. So, K Mac, the Disney fan, the Daisy fan. Forgive me. I didn't mean to put that on you. For $5, I'd put Daisy in Shut Up and Take My Money too, but that's me. I may be biased, I guess. If we get a Daisy movie, does that mean we're getting a Super Mario Land movie? Because that game is just infectious fun.
I don't know, but I suspect the Peach movie before a Daisy movie.
I think we get a Three Sisters movie before we get a singular Princess Peach movie. Although Super Princess Peach Deluxe, they would have to depower her in order to do the movie. You would have a Thor moment here. Because now that she's found out, she has the same arc as Brie Larson, where she finds out, not Brie Larson in the movie, but Brie Larson in Captain Marvel, where she finds out that the power was inside of her all along.
Oh, I hate that that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Oh, man.
It's not the primary plot point, but it's very important to the plot of the movie that, yes, she just needed to step into her power. England, we don't know what that looks like.
She needs to be near the other person in order to activate that power.
Well, if you look at what that other person can do, there doesn't seem to be a need to be around another person. If it works exactly the same, which maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's something about her being that.
When the two of them are together, they can summon.
Right, but you look at how much power. You look at how much power she has in the other parts of the movie without having that person around. I guess we're being vague so we can extend out the spoilery stuff without getting too specific. But it's very clear that one of them is powerful start to finish, and then the other one finds out that they're be powerful if they're together.
Start to finish too.
It's not like Hancock where they have to be apart in order to be powerful. England DG for $2. Wario needs to make a Virtual Boy joke. Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Jonas is still classy in a situation like that. I had to apologize to that person in order for the relationship to continue. Oh, my. All right. What else do we have here? I don't think we have many that are actually going to be considered for a movie. Okay. Star Wolf. I feel like
you got to see him in a Star Fox movie first.
Yeah. So. Okay. What do we think about this? Yoshi.
Oh, it's definitely happening.
You think we're getting a Yoshi movie? Yes.
I think if we don't get a Yoshi movie, we're going to get some kind of Yoshi animated series a la Knuckles, only not with live action.
Yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. Is there a possibility of them partnering? Like Universal doesn't have. Oh, they do. They have Peacock.
They have Peacock.
Right? Oh, everything's back on the table. Then we could totally get a Yoshi series.
Yeah, they would put a Yoshi series out on Peacock, and then 2 years later, it would be on like Paramount Plus or something.
And the thing that I realized in this, they actually did find a way to do Yoshi's Island in the middle of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Do you think it would be great though?
Knuckles was awful. so I don't know.
That's a take, you know.
Don't say that to Jonas.
I know.
There were parts of Knuckles that were awful, yes.
I get he's like a cosmic warrior and defender of the master emerald, but what if he joined like a suburban Jewish family?
That's you realize that when you say that, you make it sound awesome, right?
All right, but the sister is so insufferable. I never want to see her appear in anything else for the rest of her career. Like, I don't want to see you ever again after that.
I think that we don't have confirmation that Adam Pally is coming back. I kind of hope he comes back. There was just something about him that cracked me up every single time. The insanity of the series, in the fact that they were allowed to cook on that show, when it is essentially you have the sandwich of, we've got the guy who plays the Mountain or whatever from Game of Thrones. I didn't watch Game of Thrones, so the Hound. Okay. I almost said the Hand, but I think that was the little guy was the Hand, right? But not the little finger, but hand. The little guy was the Hand. This is so bizarre talking about it. The Hound was essentially like, well, I'm like Robotnik, but I'm not really Robotnik. And you've got this bookend of, yes, we promise you that this show is about Knuckles, but it's not. It's not at all. It's about Wade, the guy from Green Hills who's just like trying to figure out how to tie his shoes, and his relationship with Knuckles, and barely Knuckles. And I think it's hilarious. And I think I'm alone in that.
Nothing nice to say. I think you're alone in that.
The only thing I like about the Knuckles series is that it came out the same year as Sonic 3, so that was literally the year of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, okay. All right. We've got our next one here, and I actually do have a question here. If they do Princess Zelda, do you think that she's going to be as overpowered as Princess Peach?
Yeah.
What's funny is story-wise, there are reasons for Princess Zelda to be. She is a holder of part of the Triforce. She knows magic. She has been an actual warrior in the games, so like there's a good reason for it.
Yeah,
but still, she gets kidnapped. Yes, yeah, she is. She does have combat ability. Whether or not that's a transformation, I don't know. So do we think it's going to happen? I'm going to say
I don't think you're getting a solo movie. What would you call it? You call it Zelda. What their main movie is called.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Zero Suit Samus
would make an appearance in.
That's the same as regular Samus.
I'm going to put it down here. Yeah. Mii Fighters. I think that is the end of our list right there. So let's look at our top list here, and this is the last thing that we'll do. By the way, England DG for $2. 80 song. You've got the touch. You are a woman.
Yeah.
Is that what the lyric is after you've got the touch? I've never.
No, it's you've got the touch. You've got the power.
Okay. I was gonna I was like, realize I've never actually, there's that thing where if you actually read the lyrics to a song and as a parent, when you're like, yeah, this is fine to sing along to, and then all of a sudden your kids say something that's like, I didn't realize that Come On Eileen was actually kind of dirty.
Yep.
So.
I don't want anybody else. Wait, that's what that song's about?
Yep.
I had that moment. I had that moment when I was in my elder teens where I was like, oh, that's what she's singing about.
So how do we feel about this ranking here on the Shut Up and Take My Money? I think Zelda top of the list. I think it's pretty close, if not.
I think Fox is the top of the list for me.
Yeah, Fox is top. Fox and Pitt, honestly, are my top two. But
I think that a Kid Icarus movie would be awesome. But I don't think, after watching this movie, I am so hyped for a Top Gun with lasers and cool animals. And I'm not talking cool animals in a Kotaku way.
Yeah.
But why?
What, story driven?
Well, I'm just joking. The fact that these vehicles can transform into multiple things. They changed the R-wing, by the way, for the movie. All of a
Yeah, I
sudden,
mean, they
it's
gave it
a
like passenger like compartments and stuff.
yeah. All of a sudden, it's a minivan.
Yeah.
They can seat 6 or more. That was funny. That all of a sudden they book 15 seconds of spoilers. They book passage with Star Fox, and all of a sudden more people show up, and he has the exact number of seats for that many people on the R-wing, which doesn't usually have that many seats in it. Usually it's a one-seater. Like, okay, sure.
Yep.
It was fantastic car logic.
Yeah. The Fantastic Car. I would love to see a Punch Out movie. Is there any case for moving this up here? I think Metroid.
Yeah.
You guys are wanting Metroid. I think that Punch Out has automatic story because it's almost Rocky.
It is Rocky. It's literally Rocky.
You just do Rocky with a little extra magic, and you could do crazy cartoon bad guys that he fights. You could do a whole bunch with that.
I think that they're not going to do this, but it would be so easy to do a Punch Out movie. Like have all the stereotypes of the world show up, and he can just knock the tar out of each one of them one by one.
A New York Italian taking down every stereotype from around the world. I'm here for it.
This is the movie we need in 2027.
Step on up, great tiger.
Okay. Let's see. Mega Man. I'm not sure if I want this Mega Man with the giant
Bear
head.
hugger, you're going down, Canada.
What do they do with Mystic Tiger? Mystic Tiger, who looks shockingly similar to Great Tiger. I think they might have changed him in the depending on the version. You're probably right. Juliet says for £2, Zelda movie 27, Donkey Kong maybe 2028.
Maybe.
Man, I love Donkey Kong. I don't love Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. But here we are. Okay. I think that we're pretty solid on this list. Do we want to take a screen cap? Do we want to tweet this out? I don't know.
Let it live in the stream.
Let it live in this stream. All right. Well, we usually go to about an hour and a half, and we've passed it. We're just blazing past nap time. I'll tell you what, folks. Wizard, what do you think is actually going to happen next?
I think they're going to play this movie out. Galaxy, they're going to play out, collect their $1 billion, and then we'll see in 3 years for the Wario movie, and it's just going to be Mario movies. And, maybe Samus shows up in the next one, or Kirby shows up in the next one, but it's just going to be
So
Mario
you really
movies.
think they're not going to do anything?
This is such a risk-averse company. I can't see that. We know if we look at even Illumination getting the rights to do the first one was like years of negotiation because they didn't want it to be like the original Mario movie. They were like, it has to be worth it to do this, to put the brand at risk. So I think they play it so safe.
Here's the only thing that they have put out to coincide with the release right now is they put out a Rosalina and Luma amiibo and a Mario and Luma amiibo. That is the only hardware consideration that they've done as far as dedicating manufacturing or anything like that to this. Everything else, low risk. And these things are like $30 amiibos anyways. I'm surprised they didn't. I'm surprised they didn't.
I hate how much I want those.
Oh yeah,
but I want to know what they get you in the game, though.
Right.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna say not much. What does it do? Larger than standard size. It just says in-game extras. Of course not, because they can change it at any moment.
For it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Yeah, dump a couple of extra star bits at you for your $30 purchase. One thing I will say in Nintendo's favor. When they give you bonuses, for the most part with amiibos, they're so trivial that they're not pay to win, generally speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to get the Ocarina of Time Zelda Link amiibo because that's the only way to get a Pana in Breath of the Wild.
Oh, that's true. My daughter did not appreciate it when I named my horse in Breath of the Wild. She loved my horse, who I named Elmer. She loved that horse. And she was so angry with me when she found out why I named the horse Elmer. She still brings that up. Just looking it up. It grants a 1-up mushroom when scanned into Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 for the Switch.
Just a 1-up mushroom?
Just a 1-up mushroom. Yep. So it's
for the toy.
Yeah, it is for the toy. Now I have to know, what does the Mario one do? I'm sure it does the exact same thing.
Well, so I got the Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo for Bonanza because that got you the actual Pauline outfit.
I don't think you'd look good in the Pauline outfit. I'm just going to say that.
You'd be shocked.
Well, we have now taken this theme park show and gone in a direction to where we are barely talking about theme parks. I guess technically there could be some interactions here with Super Nintendo World. But this is the one where we just talk about whatever we want to talk about. And we also broke the rules by having on a third panelist, which we almost never do on this show. So thank you very much for being here, Wizard.
Sorry,
you got anything you want to? Yeah, well, we asked you to. You got anything you want to plug here? Maybe your massive channel?
The massive channel. I'm gonna do a video for tomorrow talking about the movie and Hollywood and stuff. So it's a review /
and
everything else.
Hollywood and stuff. Yeah, guys, if you have not done it yet, go over and check out Real Life Fake Wizard. He has 115,000 subscribers.
Yep.
I think that's 10,000 since the last time I looked, and it's not been that long since I've looked.
Yeah,
we have been clearing 1,000 a day.
That's good, man. Good for you.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It's slowing, but it's still 1,000 a day.
Well, just remember us way back when. Also, everybody check out the M4. Go ahead.
Yep. I was going to say, please check out my Mario Galaxy spoiler-free review on the M4 Empire this morning. Judging by the numbers, not a lot of people are. So please check it out. I worked very hard
everybody.
on it.
Yes, and YouTube put him through the grinder on copyright. Would you believe that they don't want you showing the trailer to the movie that is used to promote the movie while talking about how great the movie is? It's insane.
I hate it.
And finally, playing us out, Paula Vita Gamer for 5, the Mario, Metroid, and Star Fox amiibos for Bayonetta 1 and 2. It unlocks costumes with unique effects during attacks, trivial, but sometimes worth it. When I had the Mario Kart amiibos, or the ones that I got because of Mario Kart 8, they just went ahead and put that all that content into Mario Kart 8 Deluxe natively. So, Nintendo does this thing where they say, pay and you get the thing. But they may just give you the thing anyways. With that being said, thank you so much for being here. If you haven't done it yet, please consider subscribing to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
I didn't kill Han Solo. Wokeness killed Han Solo.